All right. Time to get to it. You guys asked me to go live earlier today. A couple of people asking me for it. We finna get straight to the cooking. Let me take this down just a notch. Okay, we're gonna jam a little bit. We got Zoe Money coming in the building. He want to talk that big shit, rightfully so. Okay, let me get us just right. Let's get the levels. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all the water. Make sure everybody go pee. I don't want nobody internet dropping out because we finna really have a conversation. We finna really talk about it. Let's go. So first up, man, live in HD is the man himself. I'm gonna bring in Zoe Money. Okay, then I'm gonna bring in that boy Wayne Talk. Then I'm gonna bring in 513. It's on deck, man. It's an open panel, man. Let's get down to it. Shit, say what you got to say. What y'all thoughts are? Let's go.
T.O., when his head is on straight, that motherfucker is dangerous from 130 to 140. He could beat anybody from 130 to 140. He got that talent. Now he got to get his mind right. It seems like when he's in the ring, when he fight people that are really, really dangerous, it seemed like on the big fights, that man show up. He showed up and showed out tonight. He beat the shit out of Josh Taylor. Period.
Yo, man, I was trying to tell him Josh Taylor too flat-footed, man. The guy don't bounce on his toes at all. He has no head movement. He don't bend at the waist effectively. All his shots is looping shots. T.O. was going to be able to see all that coming from a mile away. Even the head case T.O. This is the same mistake people made with Keith Thurman. Just because Keith Thurman was a weirdo, they start like trying to judge him in his performances in the ring. Like, you got to understand, man, like these dudes is like, it's just levels to this, just as athletes.
On fire. Boy, you on fire. Boy, you on fire. Hey, check this out, man. I told everybody, man. Y'all know what's going on. It's the takeover in the building. Matter of fact, remember years ago, I asked you about that on one of your shows, about that boy T.O. You was like, I don't know. I don't really think he, you know what I mean? He all right, you know what I mean? And I told you, I said, bro, gonna be a problem. And I knew he was gonna beat Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor didn't have nothing for him. He was too slow. The speed was the difference. Like, he was catching Josh Taylor when Josh Taylor was throwing and he was slipping. He just kept slipping all night, catching him with vicious punches. I was like, oh, this is exactly what I saw. I told y'all Josh Taylor, like, you know, his opponent, charged, and then Pow! Just like he did Lomachenko. You know what I mean? I told the world, man, T.O., man. Hey,
Money. Yo, you got to get in a good spot, man. Your shit is breaking up. We hear you, but your junk is really lagging. Like, you got to get in a good spot to really cook how you want to. We trying to give you the flow because you called it earlier, and Blood did say that, but you got to get in a good spot, man, so you could really cook. Because that shit kind of like going in and out. What's up, Shady, man? Get on in here, man. You act like you be...
Can y'all hear me better now?
Yeah, you sound better. Shady, get on in here one time, man. The link is in there. Shady, we ain't heard from you in a long time. Come on, slide through. Go ahead, what you was saying, Big Joe, man.
Yeah, man. I just that boy didn't have nothing for him, man. He was too slow. And he kept beating him to the punch. And he was slipping punches. He slipped a lot of punches. And Taylor liked to charge in. And every time he charged in, T.O. was catching him with that left and that right. You feel me? And he could punch. He had him hurt a few times. I thought he was going to stop him, but, hey, boxing is boxing. But I told y'all that boy T.O. a problem, man, for real. And I'd like to see him and Tank next, real talk.
That's a 50-50 fight.
Yep.
But once I seen T.O. escaping out to the weak side on Taylor in the second round and turning them, getting off the ropes and turning them, I was like, yep, it's a wrap. Like that's happening in the first half of the fight where Taylor is supposed to be the bigger man, more experienced, and he wasn't able to apply that aggression. And you could tell that his punches wasn't even affecting T.O. Like, man, this dude was a fraud, man. Like these dudes, man, they be fighting local level fighters. You know what I'm saying? Getting these, man, he took advantage. Look, I ain't gonna do that to Josh Taylor. It's a good win. We gonna learn about picking these flat-footed fighters who need to set their feet in order to punch. Same thing will happen to Errol Spence and Bud, man.
The speed and quickness was too much. See, that's one thing about when these fighters climb up in weight. The ones that can climb up in weight, if they speed and they quickness, and like T.O., he was able to keep his speedness and power. That's a problem for that big man, because that big man is not used to seeing nobody fast and quick like that. He's just not used to seeing it in his weight class. So T.O. was beating him to the punch all night.
Mm-hmm. That was the big difference, that speed, man. That speed was something serious. Because I knew his speed was ridiculous, you know what I mean? And I seen how Josh Taylor wasn't that fast, you feel what I'm saying? But Josh Taylor got popped, you feel what I'm saying? Because he caught T.O. with some solid ones, you know what I mean? That's why T.O. started slipping. I'm like, hold on, you ain't finna catch me like that no more, partner. I'm finna put these things on. And he went in.
Yeah, I think Taylor had an issue, man. That dude wouldn't keep his foot on the outside, because I look at the foot first and then go all the way up to the midsection up to what they doing with their hands. I kind of scan them like that, and I said, dang, why Taylor keep? I mean, I like how he was switch hitting, but I just said, dang, why he keep putting his foot on the inside, man? Taylor finna get clocked with some stuff eventually, and T.O. on to him. But I ain't really had no dog in the fight on this one. I picked Taylor though. I always pick something because I don't like to straddle the fence. But hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't like neither one of these guys. Technically, it'd be some fights like that for me. That's why you ain't hear me do too much talking on it. I ain't, these two niggas here trash to me.
Nah, hold on. I don't know why people are. I get it that T.O. did lose to Kambosos, and that was a bad loss.
Yeah,
lost to Kambosos, but I'm gonna tell you this: that motherfucker is highly, highly talented. Like, that motherfucker got every punch in the book. He's fast as fuck. He's quick as hell.
Let me finish my statement though. I let y'all cook. I'm saying, for me, right? If this what I'm finna say is in opposition to what you think, it just don't have to be that. What I'm saying is, I'm not like every fighter in boxing. I'm not invested in, just to keep it a buck with you. I fuck with them, and I kind of pick because I don't like to be a fence nigga. But I don't really see it. This didn't do nothing to me or for me, because both of them, I don't like neither one of them. Like, I think T.O. is solid. I like what he was doing with the Heisman Trophy thing. I like him fighting in New York. I like some things that he do. Josh Taylor, I like some things that he do, but neither one of them are a guy like I'm impressed with across the board. Is what I'm saying. That's me.
I can
Respect.
feel you on that. But I don't think, I'll be honest, I think it's very few fighters in this current crop in boxing today that's even worth a quarter, in my opinion. Like, a lot of these dudes is halfway crooks. Either they can punch, but they slow, or they got offense, got defense. They can fight on the front foot, can't fight on the back foot. They just incomplete as hell. And so eventually they going to run into somebody just like Josh Taylor just did, where a guy just happened to have better feet. But once Lopez run into like a Haney, where he able to pot shot and he able to match the footwork and use the length effectively, he's gonna get outboxed for 12 rounds the same way Kambosos did.
I doubt that. I doubt that.
Yeah, I got
think
T.O. beating Haney.
Yeah, I got his power. He got power, bro, and that power gonna shake Haney up, bro. I got Haney getting stopped in that fight. Honestly, I got that for sure.
You got
That
Haney
fight
getting stopped, but what's the name? Josh Taylor didn't get stopped.
Yeah, but he had Josh Taylor on the ropes, bro, a few times.
Low-footed, heavy foot, cement brick foot.
You right. I
Come
feel
on,
you.
like,
I feel you.
like,
But
I can see a UD,
Styles
but
make
I don't
fights,
know.
right? Styles make fights, right? So
Yeah,
that's
I
a
just
different
broke
style.
down the style. Break it down to me, because in my
Okay,
opinion, Haney's style is perfectly made to outbox Lopez for 12 rounds.
I don't know, because the way Lomachenko just did Haney, that was a really, really close fight. You know what I mean? And I think Tio, like how he beat Loma to the punch quite a few times in that fight, I think that he'll beat Haney to the punch. It's just if Haney could take his shots. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a matter of if, but when. And when he catch Devin Haney, I don't think Haney got the chin to stand up to that punch, because he had Josh Taylor hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the problem is going to be the jab. So, like, if what you were saying would make sense, and I'd be rolling with you if Haney didn't have the best jab at 135 and 140 with the length on it. So, like, what you say from Josh Taylor in the first
Regis was the best jab at 140, but that's just.
You said what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said I think Regis has the best jab at 140, but
he got like a 4-inch reach. Like,
yeah. No, but I think
jab is not about the length of your arm.
No, it's about timing. It's about timing. It's about accuracy. It's about changing up the pace.
Give me the guy with the length.
Jab, it's about accuracy, right? Right. I think Regis has the best jab at 140. That's me. That's me personally, but that's just me. I got this one wrong, so I'm going to bed now, guys, because it's 5:55 a.m. here. So I'm going to go to sleep soon. I stayed up to watch this, so but I was on your show earlier, Zone 6, and I said I thought Josh Taylor would win. I got it wrong. Teo was brilliant tonight. He controlled the outside. What did I say about Teofimo earlier? He's a mid-range counter puncher. And when Josh came into that range, pop him all night long, right? Josh, no head movement tonight. There was no upper body movement. He couldn't break the distance. Just Teofimo was too sharp, too quick. Better foot movement, better head movement, quicker hand speed, more accurate with punches, and better shot placement, right? Just brilliant tonight, right? Just absolutely brilliant. Got it wrong. A++ performance tonight. And I'll get into Loma versus Devin later if that fight ever happens. So, but I just wanted to come on and say hi, Zone 6, and have a good one, guys. I'm going to sleep.
All right, man. And be safe. Be safe. Appreciate you.
Will do.
Yeah.
Will do. Peace.
Yeah, I just think Devin Haney on borrowed time, man. It's only a matter of time, man. He on borrowed time.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Big time.
He on borrowed time like a mother.
Because if he get in there with Tio, that's gonna be a real problem for him, because he can match his speed. You feel what I'm saying? I think he just about as fast as Devin Haney, and that's gonna be the problem. Devin Haney I don't think Lomachenko was fast. Lomachenko was really fast, but he didn't have a pop to get Haney out of there like we seen him doing the pass. You know what I mean? I feel like Tio got that pop. You know what I mean? And if he catch Haney in the wrong way, it's Haney whole A and B and C going out the door, and he just gonna try to get it in, and I think he gonna stand toe to toe, and he gonna get knocked out.
You think Haney gonna stand toe to toe with Lopez?
Yep. When he get caught with one of them shots, I think all his plans gonna go right out the door. Real talk. When he get caught with one of them shots, bro, I think all them plans that he had gonna change his whole mind. He gonna try to stand toe to toe.
I greatly like everything that Haney's shown us is that he can get hit, gain his composure back, and get back on the game plan.
I agree.
Yeah, but he never. But he never been in the ring with somebody with power like that though, like this,
exactly,
like this.
I mean,
one thing about I know Devin Haney had a beautiful jab. He got a really good jab. He got really good foot movement. He really keep his space pretty good. But one thing about Teofimo Lopez, he do not mind collapsing the pocket. Period. He don't care. He will collapse that pocket. And Devin Haney do not want to fight mid-range. He don't want to fight mid-range. Devin Haney wants to stay on the outside. And if you get Devin Haney on the mid-range, which T.O. is going to force that fight to become a mid-range fight. Once it become a mid-range fight, it's only a matter of time before he get him up out of there. I'm telling you.
What do you think T.O. struggles with as a fighter?
He struggles with guys with movement. And Devin Haney got good movement, got really good movement. But I'm going to say this, though. He's not going to respect Devin Haney's power, period. He's not going to respect. He don't respect him as a puncher. Lomachenko didn't really respect him as a puncher.
You saw what happened to that?
Lomachenko was collapsing the pocket at will.
Right.
Throwing his head back. Man, you see how many times his head got thrown back?
Right.
His head got thrown back repeatedly.
You got to look at the fight from both guys, the work that both guys is doing. Loma's a great fighter, no doubt, with probably the best footwork in the division. So, like, fighting T.O. versus it's going to be a completely different fight. T.O. does use angles and try to escape to the weak side, but he's not throwing volume punches neither. So, like, the way you get Haney is with them volume shots, and then he's trying to dodge them all because Haney doesn't do a great job at transitioning his defense to offense. That's not going to be a problem with T.O. because T.O. like the pot shot and kind of, like, wait and counter as well. So it's going to be a chess match. And if it's a high-speed chess match, give me the guy with the long jab where he can use the ring because, like, he's not going to be able to get trapped in the corner. He's not going to fall into this goofy stuff of following T.O. around the ring. He's going to cut the ring off. Like, Josh Taylor made a shit ton of mistakes, bro. And that's why I picked T.O.
All right, so real quick, let me cook real quick, man, because I'm not going to be on here long. Congratulations to all the victors tonight. You dig what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, Teofimo does not struggle with speed. He does not struggle with footwork. He doesn't struggle with any of those things because he can do all of that himself. What he struggles with is a fighter that can fight at distance. Anybody that's longer and rangier than Teofimo Lopez and is not going to chase him around the ring and is going to fight him at distance, and they can keep him at bay with a jab and can box, that's who he's going to have trouble with. Because if you can keep him at bay and jab, the footwork is not going to play as big a role as it would in the mid-range and up close and personal inside that phone booth. So my deal is this right here. When it comes to a guy like Haney, I think Haney does have the potential to beat T.O. The problem is I've just never seen Haney face a major puncher. That's the problem with Haney. It's just an unknown for me. And I can't penalize him for that because I hadn't seen his reaction, right? When he gets in there with a big puncher. And I have seen him get hit a few times, but he does stay composed. And as we know, he's an undefeated fighter, right? And he's undisputed. So with that being said, T.O., man, I think he did well tonight. He looked good. He outclassed Josh Taylor at every aspect of the fight: speed, footwork, power, everything. Josh Taylor didn't even look like he needed to be in there with T.O., and that's saying a lot because Josh Taylor is a well-rounded fighter, or at least he has been the last couple of years since he became undisputed. He's had a couple of close calls up until the big layoff when he, I think he hadn't fought in over a year and some change. But with that being said, man, T.O. handled his business, man. He came in there. He was the more skilled fighter, and it showed the entire fight. So congratulations to him, man. So before I start trying to throw Tio in there with all these other guys, man, let's just kind of see how this shit unfolds. He might give Taylor a rematch. Who knows?
That's possible. I believe that's very possible. You know what I mean? But I don't think Taylor will take that fight.
Taylor the one that asked for the rematch tonight.
He just did that in the ring. Shoot, what you got on here? Zoe Money as well too. Give us what you when Smoke going to lock you in. Tell us what you saw, because you was explaining it earlier when we was on, and I told you was gonna have this airtime. So I want you to revisit that and tell us what you saw prior to the fight and why you broke it down and why you selected Tio, because you actually said it on camera.
Yeah.
Situation ain't really like hindsight, but it's 2020. You actually called it, and I want you to elaborate on that. Smoke, go ahead with your comments. What you got?
Okay. Well, I said before the fight that
let me let Smoke get in there because he been waiting. You gonna get it. Go ahead, Smoke. Go ahead, Smoke. What you got?
Yeah. So did you guys recognize that Josh Taylor? That was not the guy that fought fucking Ramirez. Shout out to Teofimo Lopez and whoever thought that. But before we start extrapolating too far, that was the ghost of Josh Taylor. That dude was slow, tentative, slow hands, bad feet. Did not have any heart, listless the whole fight. Like, what was his plan? I don't know. Like, I don't know what to take. Like, how to actually project Teofimo in the future from that, but I do know that Josh Taylor is fucking done. Like, he can't beat anybody at 140 looking like that. Go ahead.
I agree. He did not look like the same fighter from the tournament. But he's been slowly declining though. He's been, to me, his performances have been not as visually pleasing as they were when he became undisputed.
He better keep Crawford's name out of his mouth, though. Boy, he better stop saying that. That ain't gonna work at all. And I think Tank stopped both of these guys. But go ahead, Zoe. I get the Tank in a minute. Go ahead, Zoe.
Man, Tank got to get out of jail first before he starts fighting anybody.
Yeah, man. For sure. I got Tank stopping him. I agree with you on that as well.
Yeah, y'all too. Y'all, I understand, man. Box big talk. Things didn't go well for your boy Lomo against Haney. So I get it. It's revenge of the nerds.
I'm just saying, Tank got to stay out of jail first.
And Tank, I don't give a damn if he's in jail at Fulton County, DeKalb County. He's stopping them two chumps. He's stopping your boy Tio.
I got Tio 50-50 with him. I got 50-50 fight.
That sound like a cop out. You 50-50. No,
I got Tio winning. I got Tio winning. I got Tio winning
against Tank.
Yeah, I got Tio winning. Yeah.
Oh no, sir. No.
I mean, hold on, real quick. Hold on. Hey, look, just do a quick assessment. Do a quick assessment. Break the fighters down. Break the styles down, and break why you think they're gonna win.
It ain't gonna be at no 140 because Tank gonna ask for a rehydration clause.
Listen, I'm just telling you this.
It ain't gonna be at no 140.
What we can do is we'll revisit that and we'll do the Cash App thing. It ain't never
if they ever fight.
You can break it down. You can break it down how you want to. I'm just saying, with Tank being a 140 guy who go back and forth, I'm saying, like I told you before. I already said I got him beating everybody at 135 and 140. So look, exactly. So now that I'm looking at it, I'm sticking to what I see.
Is he gonna fight him at 140? Or is he gonna be at 137?
Listen what I'm saying. I got Tank beat everybody at 147, at 140, at 135. These two guys I saw fight tonight didn't change my thought process. That's all I'm saying.
All I know is,
including your boy Lomo, who just got his ass whooped.
T.O. beat a really good fighter tonight. I ain't don't try to diminish Josh Taylor now, because 2 years ago he won the tournament. Everybody was singing Josh Taylor's praises. I don't want to hear that he's a bum. He's all that. No, he beat a former undisputed champion and dominated him.
Yeah, they wasn't saying none of this before the fight when they was picking.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear he a bum now. No. Give that man his credit.
No, I said it, man. I ain't listen. Don't put me in that crowd. I said, hey, look, I'm gonna ride with Josh Taylor because I follow y'all sometimes. Not saying that's wrong. I never liked neither one of them. I've been saying it. Zoe just told you. I remember coming on your show 2 years ago. I don't really like neither one of them. That's all I'm saying.
I know you don't like T.O. I know you don't like
I don't like neither one of them. I don't like neither one of their styles. I think Devin Haney. I agree with Phil as well too. I think Devin Haney whoops T.O. I just don't think T.O.
No, he ain't gonna be no T.O. My dude. He ain't gonna be T.O. I
don't see that.
You hoping, wishing, and praying.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah, that's hoping, wishing, and praying.
Nah, look, man, but look, hold on, man, hold on. Now let's just keep it real. One second though, right? So T.O. has one loss on his record, right?
Right.
Is okay, Kambosos, right?
Right.
Kambosos beat him by outboxing him. Same slick-footed footwork, power puncher that y'all talking about on the phone. Got this motherfucking ass beat by that Australian. Let's get off the bullshit.
That's fine.
Right? Okay. Another guy he had trouble with was Nakatani. You know why? Hold on. He had a problem with Nakatani. You know why? That range. Nakatani fought him at range. Anybody that can fight Teofimo at range gets dead on his ass, bro. It just is what it is. That's not saying that he's not a good fighter. I'm just stating what the obvious is. Anybody that can keep him at bay with a jab and comparable footwork can beat him. That's all I'm saying, bro. Okay, and I think Haney has both of those. Hold on, man. All right, so this is what I'm gonna tell you right here, right? Until a motherfucker can't do something I've been seeing him do his whole fucking career, then he can do it.
Well, he's
been keeping everybody at bay with the fucking jab. What you mean? He just
at bay.
How?
He didn't keep Lomachenko at bay.
He just beat.
No, he did.
Bro, he just beat Lomachenko.
Lomachenko at bay. He did not.
He just beat Lomachenko.
But Lomachenko was on his ass the whole time.
Fight was up close.
Well, so being on some.
He didn't keep at bay.
Hey man, let me tell you something, man. You know what somebody say? You know what that means? Somebody say they on your ass. That means you behind me, man. Eating fucking dust, brother. I don't give a fuck if he was on his ass. He lost.
He didn't keep him at bay though.
You behind me, man. I'm sitting front row. You sitting back row.
Get in past the jab.
He didn't keep Lomachenko at bay though, bro. He didn't keep Lomachenko at bay at all.
As far as keeping somebody at bay.
But he did. So time out. Hold on. So he didn't keep. So let's get off the bullshit. So he didn't keep Lomachenko at bay with the body work, that stab and jab to the gut. He wasn't doing that all fucking night.
Lomachenko kept collapsing the pocket over and over again. He kept collapsing the pocket.
Yeah, he kept collapsing it. I don't know what you was watching, bro, but he was collapsing that pocket all night.
I don't know what you was watching.
Bro, Lomachenko, hold on. Let me tell you.
Explain what y'all mean by collapsing the pocket.
Hold on. I know exactly what they're talking about. So let me go ahead and handle this shit right here. You can collapse the pocket, but see, it's not just enough to collapse the pocket. You have to collapse the pocket, and you have to maintain that distance once you do. Lomachenko, the reason why he lost that fight is because when he collapsed the pocket, he fought in spurts, and then he either got out or Devin Haney escaped and fought his ass to distance again. That's how the fucking fight happened. Lomachenko didn't do enough work on a consistent basis. No bullshit. He didn't do enough work on a consistent basis. Okay, he fought in spurts, and that's why he fucking lost. Because he collapsed the pocket, got off 1 or 2 shots, and guess what? That stick was back there out there on his ass, and Devin Haney was going to the fucking body. You go rewatch it. You go rewatch it. Look, let's do it like this. Check it out. Okay.
When you see a Devin Haney fight,
Wayne talk. Let's get it in.
Devin Haney usually lands a trillion jabs.
Be talk. Listen, so everybody can hear y'all clear because y'all breaking down some good stuff. I know it's Zoe money in Wayne, but let Phil split y'all two. Let Phil go and Wayne you go. Phil got to go back and then Zoe money, so y'all won't step on each other. And let 513 before we start. What you thinking about this conversation about Lomachenko and Devin Haney? Who'd you have winning?
I had Haney winning.
Okay, so
for a
Okay,
lot
so
of the reasons that Phil laid out.
okay, so let's mix it up. So let's bounce it back and forth. Lomo and the Haney. So Phil concluded. Wayne, you go, and then 513, you go, and then Zoe Money, so we can get a good rotation. Go ahead, Wayne. You got it.
No, what I was saying was when you see a Loma Devin Haney, usually he landing like crazy jabs on people. He's stepping back a couple steps, keeping his distance. Like in 90% of the fight. In this fight, he was not able to keep his distance no more than probably about 50% of the fight. Lomachenko kept getting in. Now, understand that Devin Haney was landing punches because Devin Haney he's talented. He's going to land some punches, and Lomachenko lands some punches, but Lomachenko constantly got in. This was a fight right here that everybody agreed that Devin Haney did not use his jab like he uses his jab in previous fights. Up in this fight, Lomachenko was able, either he took the jab from Devin, or Devin just didn't want to throw his jab a lot. It was something, but anyway, Lomachenko was able to get on the inside constantly because he was making that man head fly back on a regular basis. Now go ahead, I pass it.
513. So
if not, I'll jump back in. Yeah.
If not,
Yeah. So the issue of you want to say Loma is collapsing the pocket, like, so you have to consider the scoring criteria: ring generalship, defense, effective aggression, and clean punching. Part of maintaining distance is called ring generalship. Who's controlling the pace of the fight? So it was obvious that Loma wanted to fight on the inside. We're all agreeing on that. So why was it that Loma just didn't stay on the inside? Why did he keep having to reset and jump back in? It was because what Haney was doing was he was trying to time because same thing that Floyd does. Floyd doesn't always throw a power jab in order to keep you at bay. Sometimes he does a pulling jab, especially when you fight in the southpaw, because you got warring lead hands. So sometimes you throw a power jab and you try to lead the elite right hand. The problem is Loma knew that he was trying to do that. That's why Devin Haney in the corner said he knows exactly what we're trying to do. The game plan then became allow him to get in, defend, and then as he's trying to exit, because Loma loves to try to get off on the left side as well and try to leave at angles, take a half step back. It's called a mirroring technique. When a guy takes a step in, you try to keep that same distance. Loma would then have to lunge in, and then Devin Haney would turn him and then cut those body shots as he was trying to get out. That counts. That slowed down Loma. That made him fight in spurts. Like, I mean, that's just what happened in the fight.
So money, it's on you.
Yeah, I know. I was just waiting, but I didn't see that. What I saw was Devin Haney. He was taking half steps back, but Loma kept jumping up on him, catching him with 3-4 punch combinations. Like he was snapping his head back all night, as well as Devin Haney was doing to him. But he was catching him. That was one of the first fights I really seen Haney hit somebody to the body a lot. You know what I mean? And he did have him at bay at that point in points. You know what I mean? When he was catching him in the body, but Loma still jumped back on his body, and he was on his head. You know what I mean? Like he kept catching him with 3-4 punch combinations from the body to head. You know what I mean? But his body output was kind of low. You know what I mean? He was catching more head shots than body. But what I saw in that fight, that Devin Haney, that was one of the toughest fights for Devin Haney, because I never seen him actually just really sit in the pocket like that, because it was times where he just sat and he was catching Loma, and Loma was catching him. They was going back and forth, you know what I mean? But then it was times that Haney would catch him with a straight right hand, boom, and then Loma had to jump back, you know what I mean? And he'd catch him again to the body, boom, and then Loma come up 2-3, you know what I mean? It was just a back and forth fight all night. So there's no way Haney could have kept the distance throughout that fight. It was like I would say Haney had like 40% to 50% of the fight that he was from distance and keeping Loma at bay, but like Loma was on his ass all night.
All right, man. Let me go ahead and jump back in this real quick. All right, bro. This is what it is right here. I hear people talking about collapsing the pocket and all this other kind of shit. As I said earlier, yeah, did he collapse the pocket? Sure. But it's just not good enough just to collapse the pocket. You have to maintain that difference and put work in when you collapse the pocket. Okay? You get in there, you throw two punches, and you get up out of there. That's and you're trading with the guy. That's not going to be conducive to an outcome that you want. As we saw, Haney won. This is the truth right here, bro. Devin Haney dominated the early parts of the fight, okay, by controlling distance, okay. Lomachenko came on in the mid rounds and they split the back end rounds, bro. That's how the fight went. At the end of the day, the body work is what got Devin Haney the win. Let's not act like Devin Haney is not physically imposing over Lomachenko. I mean, yeah, so if he decides to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go to his body and I'm going to fight him in that pocket sometimes, then guess what? That's what he can do. Anytime Lomachenko collapsed that pocket, Devin Haney went to his body and made that boy rethink what the fuck he was doing. That's what happened. Now, you guys can say all of this other kind of shit all you want, but Devin Haney won the fight, and he won the fight because he imposed his will when Lomachenko, quote unquote, collapsed the fucking pocket. And in the earlier parts of the fight, he controlled the fight with his distance. Bro, he was a complete fighter the night that he beat Lomachenko. That's the truth of the matter. He wasn't in there landing hellacious power shots, but he did a lot of good things in that fight. And one was controlling the distance early, okay, maintain his composure on the back end. And when Lomachenko did pick up a rhythm, did collapse the pocket, he went to the body, and he imposed his will on him. He's the bigger, stronger guy. I think that Bill and Devin had an outstanding game plan. It got shaky there at times, but again, he's a composed fighter and he came out with the victory, bro. Everybody needs to go back and look at that fight again, and I guarantee you will reassess what you just said on this panel, period.
All right, but we rotate around one more time because Wayne taught you next. We'll keep rotating every time like that. Get short. You got anything? I agree. Hold on for what be taught. You got it. But I agree with Phil and 513. But just to keep it balanced, I'm just gonna listen. Get smoke. What you got, real quick? What you think about the assessment of what these guys cooking on? I get the smoke. Might be smoking. It might be rolling up. Go ahead, Wayne. Talk. You got it. So you be talk.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. You cut out. But
Okay.
I think yeah, you go. There you go. You got it.
Okay, so I'm looking at this round by round jabs that Haney was able to land on Lomachenko. 1 out of 21 in the first. 3 out of, I can't go to my next page because it'll make me go out. But it was like 3. He was landing single number jabs in this fight. Usually Devin Haney his jab is like a piston. His jab is like landing on you a lot. That's like his main weapon. What I'm going to say is this. Devin Haney, yes, he won the fight. This fight here that he fought against Lomachenko, even though Lomachenko is a high-level fighter, so you gotta say, okay, when you fight a high-level fighter, the high-level fighter is going to make you look a little bit normal than other fighters. But the same thing I say with Teo. Teo is going to do the same thing that Lomachenko was doing, except he's bigger and stronger than Lomachenko. He hits harder than Lomachenko. I'm like, the man hits harder than Lomachenko. We seen Devin Haney when he fought Linares, and Linares was able to get mid-range when he landed that combination on Devin Haney, and Devin Haney was wobbly going back to the corner at the end of the round. Except he fighting a guy like Teo that's more explosive and quicker than those guys except for Lomachenko, but he's more powerful than Lomachenko. He's more bigger than Lomachenko. He's more ranger than Lomachenko. I got Teo being able to get on the inside of Devin Haney and making it more of a mid-range fight, and I got T.O. stopping that man. I really got him stopping him maybe in the later rounds, but I got him stopping him. That's just my assessment on if those two guys fight.
See, sometimes people go too far down the path to turn around, and they respond from an emotional place of defending the argument as opposed to hearing what is being said. Nobody is saying that the jab is the only way to maintain distance or to keep at bay, because we could really break down if we mean maintain distance or keep somebody at bay. But that's a different conversation. But I'll just kind of use them both here because both can be applicable. So the issue here is we've explained how you keep someone at bay and you're not landing the jab. He still threw the jab. We already know that one of the boxing adages that always says whether you land it or not, throw the jab. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me the jab percentages. Like the fact that he was consistent with the jab, he still threw it, and he still had a plan to keep Lomachenko up off him. If that was the case, why didn't Lomachenko just walk him down and was in his chest the whole fight? He wasn't. Because there was things that done, and I'm not going to explain it again. We already explained it the first time go around. Let's respond to. We've already addressed all that stuff, and the issue with Tio is that it's already been explained too. Like you just ignored what was said before. That's crazy. Like, come on, man.
I got T.O. by stoppage.
I got T.O. by stoppage for sure.
Well, goddamn, man, that's boy. I might have to go get some tag team belts. Boy, they goddamn.
So money, you done talking, or you? Because I can jump in and do my last little deal before I get up out of here.
Yeah, that sounds
like I gotta work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bro. All right.
Hey, look. So look, this what I'm gonna say right here, just to respond to my man Wayne talk. If Zo Money ain't gonna cook,
go ahead. You go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You sure, bro? Okay, because I like the rotation.
Because he breaking it, he's being broke. It started breaking down.
I like the rotation. You go ahead, because I'm finna split you and my man shit wide open.
But I mean, I don't have no problem with doing that. You feel what I'm saying? I don't have no problem doing that, but I'm just saying if you got something you want to get off your chest, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna say what I got to say.
Nah, because I want to hear both of y'all, so I don't have to talk no more, and I can go.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Bet. Okay.
It's on you, Zo.
All right. Okay. All right. Bet. Kind of bumping off Wayne. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I don't think this is my personal assessment. I don't think Devin Haney got enough pop to keep Teofimo away. You know what I mean? I don't think his punching power is going to stop Teo from getting inside and landing heavy shots. That's going to cause Devin Haney to rethink his plans. You know what I mean? That's just personally what I think. Like, I think the same thing kind of what would happen with Tank would happen with Teo with Devin. You know what I mean? I personally think that they got too much pop. You know what I mean? And sometimes pop is really all you need for a fighter like that, because Devin Haney is superior in skill. You know what I mean? But he don't have the pop to keep certain guys like that off him. You feel what I'm saying? I just honestly think that Teo is too much of a problem, and I think he can also slip some of them shots to get inside to catch Devin Haney with lefts and rights and the uppercut that he like to throw a lot. I think he gonna catch Devin Haney with that cleanly a few times, and how Devin Haney responds to them punches is what's gonna show who Devin Haney really is. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't see him getting away from that power. You know what I mean? Once he tastes that power, I think his game plan is gonna go out the door, and he gonna try to stand toe to toe. I believe that. I'm sticking to what I said. I really believe that, because Devin Haney gonna prove to the world. He gonna try to prove to the world that he can go. You know what I mean? And everybody know he is the undisputed champ. Much respect. He just beat a future Hall of Famer. To some maybe not. But I got much respect for Teo. I mean for Devin Haney, but I just don't think that he could deal with Teo pop. Teo got too much pop, and I got it by stoppage. 9th, 10th round.
All right, man. All right. So I like what y'all saying, because, you know, I like people with great imaginations, right? Because I'm finna sit over here and I'm finna tell you what's actually going on. Okay, you guys keep talking about Haney. You guys keep talking about how he don't have any pop. But let's really talk about the motherfucker that then got put on the canvas a few times, which is Teofimo. Okay, I'm not sure this motherfucker can even take a punch. To be honest with you, he got dropped by Kambosos, who I don't think has fucking power at all. Okay, and then he just got dropped when he moved up to 140, bro. So let's get off the bullshit. Let's get off the bullshit. I mean, I know we like to talk about Haney and can he take a punch, but can fucking Teo get up off the canvas?
Talk about it.
Like, can he take a fucking punch? He's out of the two. One of them got a loss. The other one is, guess what? Undefeated. One of them has been on the canvas multiple times. The other one has not. So, I'm going to stick to what the fuck is really going on in real life. Okay? And y'all can fantasize about whatever it is that y'all want to. I like that. I do fantasy everything, damn. Okay? So I'm with y'all from that perspective. But at the end of the day, we can go back and we can look at these fights and we can assess these fighters. And like I've been saying, Teofimo has trouble with guys that fight at distance. Okay? He stepped up in competition, right? His last stoppage was who? Comey? That was a long time ago, bro. that was a while ago. And then in between that, the man talking about killing himself and all kind of other shit, don't believe in himself. Man, look, let me tell you something. A fighter like Teofimo, the truth of the matter is, he is a fighter that when the going is good, he's really good. When you break his confidence, it's a wrap for him. He's a confidence fighter. That's what he is, man. If you can go in there, you can outwill this kid, because I believe you can outwill this kid. I don't think he got no heart for real, just to be honest about it. You understand what I'm saying? That in combination with him being put on the canvas, in combination with his ability to not be able to deal with guys who are just as fast as who can box, I think Devin Haney has a good chance of beating the guy. Now, obviously, they need to get in the ring and handle it like two men if the fight ever does happen. But at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna stick to the facts, man, of what's really actually going on, man. Right now, T.O. is a champion at 140 pounds. Haney is still undisputed at 135. You understand what I'm saying? So salute to both of those guys. They're not even in the same division right now.
Bro, you cooking, but also keep in mind, T.O. ain't like that dirty fighting from Josh Taylor. That anytime Josh Taylor had success tonight, it was any time that he tried to make it rough and tumble and kind of try to bully T.O. T.O. was kind of letting him do that shit.
Bro, it's the same thing. Bro, it's the same exact thing that happened with Kambosos, bro. Kambosos fought him like it was a fight, bro. He fought him like it was a fight. Kambosos didn't come to lay down, dog. If you can break that man's will, man, let me tell you something. You headed in the right direction. Like I said, the man had been on the canvas a few different times. We keep talking about Devin Haney and his punch resistance. Can he take a shot? But the man ain't never been on the canvas, man. And he's an undefeated fighter. And he's been winning without this quote unquote no power.
Nobody ain't been on the canvas until they get on the canvas.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is your guy you picking for stoppage then been on the fucking canvas several times.
Because you know what?
Several times.
Okay, look.
How many niggas?
Hold on, money. You want to talk about facts? I know guys that been on the canvas multiple times and still knock out motherfuckers. Tito Trinidad used to be on the canvas almost every fight.
Yeah, I don't look. Be talk.
You name one of them.
Be talk. Hold on. Be talk. Let's stick to the fighters. Be talk. Let's stick to the people that we talking about tonight.
History that been on the campus.
Let's stick to the people we talking about tonight.
You can't use that though,
Phil. I'm using whatever I want to use.
You had too many fighters that done been on the canvas.
Come on, man. There's been fighters, plenty of fighters.
You had too many fighters that was on the canvas and they knocking shit loose. Too many.
Tito Trinidad was on the canvas and
bro, listen to me. This is what I'm telling y'all right here.
But now I can
this is This is what I'm telling y'all right here. Obviously,
tell me what to stick to.
Obviously, we know fighters that have been put on the canvas and was knocking shit loose. But the truth of the matter is, the truth of the matter is, we're talking about Teofimo Lopez and we're talking about Devin Haney. Everybody's comparing the punch resistance, the punch power, the styles inside of the ring. And the truth is, in comparison to these two motherfuckers, is one of them that's been on the canvas.
I know it's been one of them on the canvas.
It's been one of them that has been put on the canvas.
That's fine.
Okay, and it's not Devin Haney. It's not Devin Haney.
I don't care about.
You think Haney? Hold on, B-Talk. Hey, you think Haney will put Teofimo on the canvas?
I think he can. I think if Kambosos can do it, fucking anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. I think if Kambosos can do it, anybody can do it.
Okay, let's put a bet on that.
Santa Martin.
Oh, y'all not. No, bro, I don't have no dog in the fight. I'm not finna be putting money on people. Bro, I tell you what. If you want to be talk, you gonna let me fucking talk, or you gonna keep on? You want to make a bet or no?
Come on.
All right then. Like I said, if you want to make a bet, I'll bet you anybody against Shakur. Now, if you don't want to fuck with that, okay. If you don't want to fuck with that, then be quiet. Then be quiet.
No, like I said, Devin Haney ain't gonna put nobody.
Tank gonna slaughter him.
Fucking team on no canvas.
Tank gonna slaughter him. Watch. Tank gonna slaughter him. If they make this fight, Tank gonna slaughter him. Believe that. Shakur get knocked out. Believe that.
I got
Shakur?
Yes,
sir. Tank knocking him the fuck out.
I ain't with you on that money. I ain't with you on that.
I mean, I feel you. It's cool. It's cool.
I ain't with you on that.
It's cool. It's cool. Hey, guess what? We all got our own opinion. I feel you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I got Tank stopping that man, getting him up out of here.
The problem I have with Tank is the problem that I had with Wilder. It's just that you be losing too many rounds looking for that big shot. And like, if I can see Tank fight more consistently and kind of put it together to where he like sweeping rounds and shit, then like I would be more apt to feel you. But like, what if he don't land that big shot? What happened? Or like, what if he landed a big shot and he get back up? But I'm saying, what if he land it and he get back up?
But he will.
This. Hold on. I agree with you. I think he gives away too many early rounds. Now, mid to late fight, Tank actually picks up the pace, and that's when he gets most of his stoppages. If he doesn't figure you out before then.
So
he just don't need to give away those early rounds. So I agree with that.
So you think Shakur the same as Ryan Garcia, where you could
no,
bro. I just said I got Shakur against everybody.
Hold on, don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say that, bro. That ain't what I said. What I said is Tank is gonna stop him. But I didn't say he was Ryan Garcia. He's way better than Ryan Garcia, bro. Way better on a whole nother level. You know what I mean?
That motherfucker too skilled.
Ryan Garcia
Tank ain't finna stop nothing. That motherfucker too skilled. But he ain't finna stop nothing. He too skilled, man. That motherfucker too skilled defensively and offensively. Hell.
I hear you. Man. It sound good. It sound real good coming from y'all.
It is.
It sound real good. But I'm telling you, Tank gonna get him out of there. Believe that. Believe that. He gonna get him out of there. I'm telling you, watch. We gonna bet when the fight happens.
Okay.
Watch. Okay. We're gonna bet.
It would have to be with a right hook. I don't think he could land the left. Like when
we gonna bet when the fight happens.
Southpaw Tank done fought.
Say what?
When's the last slick, high level Southpaw that Tank has fought?
None, really. Like Shakur,
I mean, that's gonna pose an issue. That's gonna pose an issue.
I do believe that he's gonna have a lot of problems with Shakur. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is Shakur, when he hit Shakur, bro, it's gonna be over.
That's probably his first. That's probably gonna be his first loss.
I doubt it.
Shakur Stevenson.
I doubt that.
Like, it's always
I doubt that very seriously.
I just can't. Scientifically, I don't come to that conclusion. But I feel where you're at,
sir.
It's
getting that man. Look, this is what I'm gonna say, and I'm about to go, man. It's first and foremost, Men's Zone. I appreciate you going live because I really didn't feel like getting on here, but I'm glad I did. But man, with that being said, like I say, man, Shakur is my favorite out of those young crop of guys, and then after that, it's free fall. You know, I probably got Tank after Shakur, then I think it's a toss up between Devin and Tio. You understand what I'm saying? But that's how I got it rated right now. Obviously, Lomachenko potentially is on his way out. So out of those four, y'all just heard my list. Won't be no fucking discrepancy. There it is.
Let me give y'all something.
Let
me give you something before you go with Tio. For all the Tio truthers, he said first of all, the dude said he got to go get his son. And then he's on here in like fight hype after the fight, talking about he finna retire and he the best since Muhammad Ali. So he don't feel like he getting his just due $1 million ain't enough. So y'all around here capping for this dude, and this dude finna cap on y'all ass and not even fight none of these guys most likely because he's just not stable, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you're capping for this guy after one little fight, and then this guy talking about he the greatest.
Not just one fight. He actually dominated Lomachenko.
No, hold on. He said he the greatest since Muhammad. He said, listen what I'm saying. Calm down. I know you excited. Just calm down.
Excited over nothing.
You excited. So what I'm saying is what he said was he finna go get custody of his son. He got issues with his ex-wife, and he said he finna retire because he feel like he the greatest since Muhammad Ali, and $1 million ain't enough. So the shit that y'all talking about really all is irrelevant if you capping for Tio. To be honest with you,
has he officially retired? He might just be talking.
Nick, listen, you don't have to go to a goddamn book. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you have to go?
I bet you don't retire. How much you want to bet he don't retire, man?
Right now, but these niggas take 18 months off, so I don't know. Shit. Every 13 to 14 months, so I don't know. So
I'm gonna tell you the reason why he said he's the best since Muhammad. The reason why he said he's the best since Muhammad Ali because a lot of people doubted and said that he was not good anymore. That's why he's saying this shit. It's just he's just trying to troll people, man. That's all he's trying to do. Just trying to troll motherfuckers, man. Because everybody said he was done. He was washed up. And, he came in to have a great performance.
Trash, man.
Hey, let me tell you this right here. Easy way. I'm gonna tell you, hold up. The fastest way to get enemies in boxing is to compare yourself to anything that Muhammad Ali.
That was a very bad decision.
Trying to troll people, man.
That was a very bad decision.
That ain't no trolling.
I agree with that.
Hey,
that's the last thing you do.
That.
Hey, hold on, Smoke. You notorious for trying to get credit away from people. No, this was Josh Taylor, the former undisputed champion. He got dominated.
Wait, you saying Smoke? Smoke ain't saying that.
No, he just said that was not Josh Taylor. Yes, he did.
Bro, I could be the worst person on YouTube when it comes to giving people credit. That doesn't make Josh Taylor look any better. He looked like garbage.
I don't care how Josh Taylor looked to you.
That's all I said. Like you coming at me like that matters. Like the dude look like garbage.
Tio made him look like that.
Tio, I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Tio, it was all Tio. Tio just sat there. Okay, hold on a second. Tio didn't look that good. What the hell are you talking about?
Tio looked great tonight.
Tio didn't look good.
Great.
I disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, he looked great tonight.
Okay, hold on a second. Like Tio looked off balance. He didn't look anybody. Okay.
He looked off balance.
The difference between what I just saw from his last two performances is he didn't have to come forward trying to find Sandor Martin. All he had to do is kick back for a second and catch Taylor coming on the way in. But even doing that, he was tripping over his own fucking feet. He was switching fucking stances. He was I don't know what the fuck you guys are watching for real.
No, I want to look at his power punch percentage. I bet you it was high.
Oh, kind of like with when Devin Haney power punch percentage when he landed 50 body shots and 49 was power punch. You talking about like that? Huh? That kind of
I don't care. I know Tio.
I just wanted to circle that back in there. That's all.
Okay,
This is what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna try to diminish Josh Taylor all of a sudden because you think he didn't look good. No, he got his ass whooped.
I know he got his ass whooped. You can get your ass whooped and still not look good, right?
Right.
You get your ass whooped and look up there in the top of your game. That wasn't it.
He got his ass tore off the
He sure did. And Tio didn't look that impressive doing it either.
Tio
didn't look like that didn't look like the
second. Well, I mean, Zone said that though. Yeah, Zone said he ain't impressed with neither one of the guys. He said that.
Yeah, that shit was not impressive at all. Like I don't understand. Like all of a sudden, like we need to see about people get punch powers and shit like that. Like Tio was dropping his dude.
Hold on. Hold up, Smoke. I
Smoke, you
ain't
can't go
saying
crazy,
all that.
man.
What I'm saying is we want to see the best fight the best. Right now, he just beat the top guy at 140.
Thank you.
Yeah,
At the
okay.
end of the day,
Now, so I definitely want to see the best fight the best. That equal to me. That equals Subriel Matias and fucking Prograis. Get Rolly the fuck up out of here. But guess who's talking about fighting? Rolly.
Okay.
So yeah, we want to see the best fight.
Yeah,
the best.
yeah, he got yeah. He don't want to fight Matias.
Was Josh Taylor the best at 140, or was he not the best?
Josh Taylor was the best at 140,
and he got his ass toe off frame tonight. That's what I'm telling.
Okay, I mean, I hear you. I definitely hear you. If you're saying was Josh Taylor the best before tonight, I don't know that.
And who made him
the best
not the
at 140? After he fought Jose Ramirez. As soon as Subriel Matias got a fucking belt, I didn't know he was the best at 140 then.
No, he was the man
Matias,
at 140.
Man, do you know who Matias is? Let me ask you that before I start cooking on.
No, Josh Taylor. I know this. Josh
Do
Taylor.
you know who Matias is? Okay, never mind. Fuck it.
I don't know his name. I probably see him fight, but I don't know his name. But look, hey, look. Okay, look.
I don't know shit about him.
Once a guy becomes undisputed,
okay, y'all go watch him then. Y'all go watch him and y'all tell me if y'all think T.O. can beat that boy. Y'all do that then.
Tell me if you thought that Josh Taylor was the best, then
he probably can beat Josh Taylor.
Was the best.
But I'm gonna say this.
Fight. I wasn't saying.
I'm gonna say this: when a guy becomes undisputed at the weight class, and that's what we want to see. We want guys to become undisputed because we want to see who the man is. That's the man. Who you think can beat him is a different conversation.
But the guy that got you.
Hold on.
I got
you.
So can I ask? Let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you an honest question. I got an honest question.
I'm
gonna let you finish. I got an honest question.
No.
Honest question, bro.
No, I want to finish. When a guy becomes undisputed at the weight class, and if you're gonna say he's not the man,
preaching to the choir, bro.
He don't. Hold on. Then he don't need to become undisputed. Then we just need to say who the man in your mind who you think is the man. No,
you're preaching to the choir, bro.
He got
the problem isn't that
everybody doing it at 168 right now.
Off the frame.
One second. Let Wayne talk. Finish. Smoke will come directly to you and then rotate it back to Phil.
No, Smoke, you got it. I do what I have to say.
Okay,
yeah. All I'm saying is, bro, like, of course he was the man when he became undisputed. That was years ago. He's fought since then. We've seen other guys. He gets hella belts. There's other champions. He's not that guy. Like, it's cool. You still got to beat him in the ring. I'm not saying that you didn't have to beat him in the ring. I'm just saying with the current crop of champions right now in 2023, I wasn't saying that Josh Taylor was the best at 140. I was saying that he was the guy who used to be the best at 140, and you had to go get it off of him. Teofimo just got it off of him. But Teofimo beating Josh Taylor doesn't say to me Teofimo is the best at 140. He didn't become the man at 140 to me. Not from what I just fucking watched. Right. Like, I don't know what the hell you got. I don't know what you want me to say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So this is my last thing right here for real this time. Hey, so look, man, check this out, man. Let's be honest about this, bro. I don't know if y'all seen Josh Taylor's last few performances since he became somebody phone tripping. Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen Josh Taylor's last performances since he became undisputed in sequence with him getting stripped or relinquishing belts, whatever the case may be. But he's had several close fights, man. I mean, obviously he still won the fight because he was undisputed. I mean, he was undefeated. But Josh Taylor has had several close fights since becoming undisputed. You know, so, I mean, truth of the matter is, once he relinquished those belts and it became other champions and other guys started to make their move within the division, I didn't really know he was still the man at the division. I mean, that's just my honest assessment of it. But I will give credit to T.O. Hold on. I will give credit to T.O. because now he is lineal. Okay? The lineal suggests that Taylor was the man. Okay? So I will give Teofimo that. But at the same time, we talking about guys moving up from 35 and fighting against Teofimo. I'm telling you now, I don't know if he beats the other champions outside of Rolling at 140 fucking pounds. That's the truth of the matter, bro. And I'm done with this shit for the night. I will resume this tomorrow. Get the smoke. Good luck on your debate. I'll be listening in.
Yeah. I mean, matter of fact, let me get the fuck up out of here. You guys got my blood pressure up. Let me get my beauty sleep.
Hey, Phil, are you
They
gonna
go drink
be,
some beet juice.
are you gonna be listening? Are you gonna be listening, or are you gonna be able to jump on as that fourth?
I'm a rap with you. I'm gonna call you in the morning. I'm gonna be up. I'm up in the next 4 hours.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Smoke, you're not actually about to get out of here, are you? You just
I was
probably
going
taking.
to. I'll hang back for a sec and chop
Okay,
up a little bit.
cool. Well, while we here, let's get you on settled, man, because I know you got to do some studying. Hey, man, just in case you haven't heard, my boy Get the Smoke has a debate tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. That'll be at 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And then that'll be at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So we have a debate scheduled tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The debate is Sugar Ray Leonard, which is represented by Get This Smoke. BVO is representing Floyd Mayweather. The format was awesome. A lot of people have given me good feedback about it. A lot of people like the interaction with the judges, and they like the questions coming from the chat, and as well as somebody representing the chat. Also, tomorrow you will see Smoke do his thing using that format. He is the guy who's challenged, so BVO understand that he must go first. The judges have been pre-selected by both guys. There's no interference from me at all. I'm just literally the host and the moderator to keep things in the rail. The judges will do their thing and render their verdict. As usual, they will open. Okay, BVO will start off. He will do an open. Smoke will do his opening, and they will both rebut. And then we will go into a retort round, which they get to have an open dialogue. And then the questions will be rendered from the judges just to get clarity and understanding, so there won't be any misunderstanding on what's said. As always, I'll keep it just so the judges don't turn it into their own personal gotcha game or none of that kind of stuff. We're going to keep it solid and always clean. After the judges render their verdict from their questions, just conversating, we're going to go to a closing statement, and then the judges will go ahead and give you who they thought won the fight. And maybe just ask, we say fight, but we mean debate, as maybe a final question just to get clarity, as Bruce Gas did today. So, Smoke, go ahead, take it away, man, and then you could ride off until the twilight, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, man. I hope to thrill and entertain and educate tomorrow. And on my way, I'll just answer the question: who is number one at 140? The guy's name is Not Rolly. Yeah, and on that note, I'm out. You guys be good. See you in the morning.
Smoke. Hold up, Smoke.
Yeah.
Hey, Smoke. I love that, bro. I'm definitely gonna be front seat for that. I want to hear that, man. I love what you're doing, man.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot. And hopefully I can put it all together here. When it comes to debates, you visualize it, and then sometimes you underperform, right? So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that what's in my head I can present to you guys, and you guys will
turn up, Smoke. Turn up, Smoke. We watching you, cuz. Turn up.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You guys be good. Until see you in the morning.
Okay, all right. Hey, that will be for the undisputed crown, man. We got a number one.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. Woo woo. I'm back for
it. All 3 belts, legitimate. All 3 belts with a proper format that everybody can relate to and appreciate. And this is starting to be official. I will keep a ranking board. I will keep a top 10. If it expands past that, then I'll do that. But BVO, Smoke will be competing for the Undisputed Championship, and the prize, it always comes with $50. And we will rank them guys at the conclusion of the debate. I'll elaborate that on more after the debate. So it'll be 4 guys ranked because we've had 4 debaters so far, and I will keep a ranking board. And so far, the number 1 contender will be Kush. All right. And right now, the number 2 guy will be determined after the fact of the debate, and the number 3 guy will be determined after the fact, along with the champion tomorrow. So that's how we'll do that. The loser, most likely for tomorrow, will probably jump down to number 4, and the winner will be the undisputed champion. Meanwhile, Truth is number 2. All right, so that's how we're gonna do it. And anybody want to get in there, you challenge somebody, let me know what it is, and you can go from there. Again, as always, just let me know. You select the judges, make sure the opponent is good. We get all your contact information down, and we'll set it up on the platform. It's always gonna be a cash prize in it for somebody, and then you guys get to do what it is that you do just for some fun. Go ahead, Zo Money, do your thing.
No doubt, man. Hey, I agree with you, Zone, on that tip about Tank. You know, Tank is our my guy. You know what I mean? So I personally think Tank will beat everybody. You know what I mean? But Tio, I think he's a problem, and he's a wild card that people should pay attention to. Other than that, I'm just waiting to see this Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, man. You know, Team Bud, I'm riding. You know what I mean? Hey, much love to y'all, and I'll holler at y'all, man.
Okay, y'all be advised. The weekend before that, man, we got that monster anyway fight too.
Yeah,
that's the weekend. Yep, that's the weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's the weekend before that. So we got some good fights to look forward to.
Yes, sir. That's gonna be an interesting fight. Who you got in that fight?
I got Anyway for now. I got Anyway and I got Crawford. Those are my 2 picks. Unless something change, that's the way I got it.
I don't know, bro. I think I got Stephen Fulton in this fight, bro. I really do.
I can see that. But I got Anyway until like I said, until something change. When it gets to like July the 15th, I'm gonna be looking at Crawford versus Spence harder, and Anyway versus Fulton a lot harder when we get past the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Still got summer going. You know what I'm saying? So I got Anyway and I got Crawford. Those are my picks. They say Deontay Wilder and AJ and the Saudis are coming to an agreement, and they say Deontay Wilder and AJ. Canelo Alvarez, we're gonna cook on that on another video. Let me get this debate out the way, and then next week we'll follow up with some Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder prospect talk, and we'll get into that Anyway fight because that's been on the wayside. We're gonna touch on Crawford and Spence as usual, but we're gonna hit on that Anyway Fulton fight. We're gonna hit on that bullshit that Canelo doing with Berlanga. We gotta cook on his ass, and then we're gonna keep talking about Josh Taylor, what might be next for him, and how the 140-pound is shaking up. So they're giving us some stuff to talk about. Also, Darenchenko and Hami Magia. We forgot about that one, but that was a that was a crazy one tonight. But it was bored as it was crazy. Y'all need to go back and check that out as soon as you get up in the morning because it's gonna be on the internet. Zomani, say your victory lap dance, man. Do your victory lap dance. You called it. Say what you gotta say. Say where they can find you, and do your thing. You got the flow.
You know, it's Alonzo Hunter here, man. aka Zo Money. East Atlanta, stand up, you know. Anyway, man, I told y'all T.O. was gonna win, man. He was just Josh Taylor was too slow. That's the fact of the matter. Move on. This fight done. Hey, man, I'm just excited about boxing, boy. Boxing finna go to a whole nother level with the platform y'all laying, man. And I know these promoters out here watching, man. So let's give us the fights we want to see, man. And I'm out, man.
All right, but that's that East Atlanta Zone 6. Stand up. That's one of my boys. Yes, sir. Hey, man, I got my boy 513 Boxing on here, man. Also, too, man, just to let you guys know, I got to put you guys on here while we here. Just a little fantasy talk. The league is completely full. Let me give you an overview of that so you guys can see how we going to be handling the business. 513, you got anything you want to cook on before we close out?
Yeah, man. Honestly, I wanted to come in. It was and speak on a debate between Kush and Truth earlier. I was trying to get up there. I was having some issues or whatever. But one of the questions I asked in the chat was about the lineal championship. The reason I wanted to ask that question is because one of the issues, and like I really appreciate you bringing this platform and like this you know what I'm saying, putting cats in the fire, is because cats don't be really researching and knowing what they be talking about. And so like when you ask a question and it lead them to a place and they just agree with it, and then two of the judges just agreed with it, they ain't even Google it or no. Like judges got to start researching, and this is just like I'm speaking in general. We got to start researching. If you're gonna judge it, you need to research that topic as well and be abreast on all the stuff that's happening, because like it's money on the line. So like if I was to lose bread because a nigga ain't know that Terrence Crawford wasn't the official lineal champ, like bro, like, yo,
Mhm.
that's
That makes sense.
a Canelo it's a Dave Moretti card.
Well, so this is how we do this, and that's a good topic too as well. Just so you can hear the sound of my voice. First thing first is I corrected it myself because I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. That's one. But let's explain how we get here. I don't invoke myself in the process. So what happens is behind the scenes is two guys call each other out. They agree to the terms. They agree to everything. They understand the format. I explain them the format. I ask them both what time they want. They come up with that together. They both select the judges. Okay? Smoke and BVO have done that. I had no say in who the judges are or none of that. They just gonna show up. I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna make sure the maintenance is good and we gonna cook. And I'm gonna make sure that justice is just served throughout the debate, right? Now, the same courtesy was extended to Kush and Truth. You know, they obviously made it the day before, so they didn't have 24 hours or a week or two to prepare. They kind of just dove right into it because that's what they decided to do. I asked, hey, what are the judges? They picked the judges together. So Truth kind of said, hey, I'm open and flexible on the judges. I rebutted and said, hey, no, I want you to find a judge so you can have a case in this. I want you comfortable as possible. Now, once you relinquish that, that's it. I can't mess up the integrity by trying to make you do something, because then it's like I play sides. I gotta be straight neutral. So if you make a mistake in that way, you gotta learn. No big deal though. We gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it was good work. Like I was just testing because like I'm trying to get in this debate game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just testing out to see what the, you know what I'm saying, what these cats know. Can they think on their feet? How they research? You know what I'm saying? And like I'm like, oh man, these cats got they got slow feet. So they're making some mistakes.
And so listen, and that's what I was saying. And what I was saying is, when we got there, Cam volunteered his services. And what I did was not to just trash a judge or we gonna really get on a judge like that, because we got to give people leeway and leniency. But we kind of just said, okay, hold on, because he had other reasons why he gave him a round, and I understand that. But you can't deliver something that's false and say that's what's altering your opinion. That wasn't the only thing. Now I could have stepped in and then just said, "Oh, we're going to dismiss that, and we're going to put Jay Cotto's opinion in," which would have resulted in the same thing. Kush may have won. I'm not sure. I don't know what Jay Cotto would have said, but we don't want to demean each other and kind of just trash. Like, I don't want to just usurp a guy live in HD like that. We got to talk about that, work out the kinks, and then we just do better. So the next one tomorrow will be even more efficient. But at the same time, the guys who are debating and the judges got to put in that respect and that effort, because it's new. So it's understandable. Ain't no big deal.
Oh yeah, growth and development for sure. Like I'm just competitive, and like I like to see it, like, you know what I'm saying, go to its highest level. And like I know one day, like I go back to the real LDBC days where y'all was doing them real line den debates, really going toe to toe. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on the internet back then, and it was really grimy out. So like I'm talking about,
that's what I'm talking about.
You really couldn't make no mistakes back then, bro. You couldn't make no mistakes.
Yes, that's right. You remember those days. So for everybody who's interested, we shifting gears to close this out with the fantasy league. I hope all you guys can see that, you girls and guys. Let me expand that just a little bit more. All right. So the league is filled, man. We got Zone 6. We got Champ Ross in there. We got 513. We got Ryan. We got Zach. We got my boy Tyler. We got MMA. We got Fix, which is Phil Fistiana. We got my boy Big Prevost from Texas. We got my boy Slick BS, and then we got my boy Chris. All right, this is the matchup. The schedule has been made, and the picks have been issued out. So if you need anything and you're a part of the fantasy league, obviously, then you need to check the message board. 513, check the message board. I put everything in there, and we'll be keeping up with weekly updates, and we'll be talking trash with each other, and we'll get on here and review some fantasy talk as well, especially like that Sunday before football. When everybody set their lineup, we'll kind of get in here and do some last minute trash talk or some post football trash talk. You know how it goes, especially after that Monday night, because Monday night is the closing game of the week, and we'll probably bust something down after the Monday night game or immediately on Tuesday when it's kind of slow and it's kind of smooth. So, yep, that's it, man. I look forward to the YouTube Sports Community Fantasy Football League. I probably will develop one for basketball as well, too. It depends on the amount of participation I get and who's enthused about it. We're going to keep the debates going, and we're going to keep the round table style going, and everybody's welcome. I don't need nothing from you guys but participation, but you always can volunteer your services and support the channel through just being a solid person and being real and engaging. That's all I ask for. 513, you got anything to close out? Tell them where they can find you at, what you want to do, what your intentions is. You got the floor.
Yeah, man, I want to get in this debate arena. So I'm gonna be poking people. It's nothing personal. I'm just trying to be inflammatory to get somebody to call me out. But other than that, man, Ishmael Polygraph 513 Boxing. That's my YouTube channel. I upload every now and then. I do a lot of current event and then delete as far as boxing go. Just gotta like to keep it fresh for what's happening in there. It ain't about growing the channel. Just trying to get some information out there. I got some stuff up now about the Crawford fight. When that happened, I'm gonna take that down and we're gonna move on to something else. But Ishmael Polygraph 513 Boxing. Check me out.
Hey, don't take them down. At least if you want to just keep it fresh like that, just at least private them. That's what you may be saying, but don't delete them and take them down. Just make them private and then release them back out. Also, 513, you ain't gotta wait for nobody, man. I mean, what subjects are you interested in? What do you really want to talk about? You seem like you looking for a little smoke. What you really want to conversate about? What you want to get off your chest? Who you think you might want to challenge? Or which subject you think you want to challenge? Not somebody, but which subject?
These legacy conversations is always interesting to me because I always see people be inconsistent with their logic. And they also don't know what's happening in the sport around the time. You know what I mean? Like, how could you have a legacy debate about Lennox Lewis and not talk about Riddick Bowe? You know what I mean? Like, there's like all kind of connecting dots. So, but like really, like any legacy debate, I'm formulating. I don't know if I missed. You did a top 10 heavyweight. I put it in the chat. I'll put it back up again. But like, I'm saying, like to me, legacy. That's what boxing about. That's the conversation I want to have. So,
Yeah, shoot, maybe you might want to get that judge. Cameron Baptist might be a good one that you might want to get with. That might be a good, interesting one. You say, that might be a good one. We could try to see if he's interested in anything legacy. We could fish for some legacy. You saying legacy at heavyweight or any weight class, or you just really want to kind of tap in on that heavyweight?
I mean, any weight class. Heavyweight is probably the easiest just because that's the big boy division. It's a lot easier to follow for kind of casual boxing fans. But I mean, we can really do any weight division for real. I'm interested to see how this is that Floyd versus Sugar Ray Leonard. Is that a legacy debate or is that like resume? What they debate?
They're doing legacy. The other one was 147 resume today. The one today was resume. This one Smoke didn't want to do legacy. Now, when you say heavyweight, can you give me your top 5 heavyweight so I can kind of get a gauge just in case I hear some, that somebody may say, who's your top 5?
Yeah, I got Ali 1, Lewis 2, Lennox Lewis 3, Foreman 4. I'm forgetting somebody. I put in the chat. I gotta Man, let me Ali, Lewis, and Holyfield 5.
Okay, so you got George Foreman over Holyfield.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. You saying Ali, Joe Louis, Lennox Lewis, Big George, and then Holyfield as number 5. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one, man. You know, that's something you should start spinning around on the block. And if anybody listening to this, do anybody disagree with that? Do anybody want to take 513 up on that offer? It's up to you guys, and then you guys will negotiate it and pick the judges and go through that same identical process. And 513, I know you canvassing the landscape and kind of see who's good judges. Start thinking about that too. So when you start negotiating it, you can say, hey, I want this judge, I want that judge because I like the way they talk, I like the way they think. Obviously, I will moderate it. I'm not going to let anybody try to get over on you guys, and we're going to make sure we clean it up so you guys can have an articulate and accurate debate.
For
So
sure. I'm going to give
we-
some game too, like out here, freaking. It's late night. I don't know how many people go see it. And plus, you could walk a motherfucker to water, they ain't going to drink it no way. You also gotta, like, sometimes I might pick a judge who I know I can manipulate. Some of these dudes is easy to manipulate. They bias, they got emotional arguments. So it's like some of these dudes I know, like, they don't know what they're talking about, but they gonna vote my way if I make a certain argument. I can already tell now, like, certain people like, you know what I'm saying, like heavy resume talking their legacy. Certain people like, impact outside the ring. So it's gonna be a good time. You know what I'm saying? But anytime, like, I'm ready for whatever it is. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna drop a video tomorrow too. Kind of like to lay out the groundwork for Foreman versus Holyfield and see if anybody bite on it.
Okay, maybe I can get maybe we could get Monty Brown still around. I think he was saying something. I gotta see where he at and see if he could come outside of his house and his box. That may be a good one for you. And like always, it's always gonna be a cash prize, and I'm gonna rank you guys. And then obviously you could challenge the winner of Smoke and BVO if you like as well too for the belt. Because
Smoke got Ray Leonard.
He got Ray Leonard tomorrow, but first of all, he got to win. BVO might win. So then after they conclude that, then you more than welcome to obviously issue a challenge and try to find it. And it don't have to be so forced. It can just be said, you could just simply challenge them when we get on a platform, and then we could kind of just comb through it and then kind of rank the heavyweights if that's somewhere where you want to go. If it don't happen naturally, then just stand down and then we'll move on to something else. But if somebody bite on that, because their top 5 is going to be a crazy one, because that Holyfield at number 5, some people may argue Holmes could be in a top 5. Some people can argue Jack Johnson in the top 5. I
got Jack Johnson 6. Like, that was the one I'm like, I'm going, because I'll be honest, I learned a lot about Jack Johnson watching your video. Like, a lot of that colored heavyweight championship stuff, I knew about it, but I ain't really connect a bunch of dots to kind of what was happening. So like that got me reconsidering Jack Johnson. Like, I don't know if I'd be ready to debate any, talking about let's verse that yet. I got to do a little bit more research, but like, as far as like he in my top, he was right there, honorable mention.
Yeah, I've been I'm researching Larry Holmes because I'm gonna do to complete the other project. When this debate is done, I'm gonna kind of go into the second part of the bloodline of the belts, and I'm starting with the rise of Joe Louis because that's where I left off at, and I'm gonna stop at Larry Holmes because everything after that you guys kind of know. So I'm gonna go to Larry Holmes into the Mike Tyson Buster Douglas fight, and then that's where I'm gonna stop at. So I'm on Larry Holmes right now. And Joe Louis give me some time because he reigned for so goddamn long. He did 12 years.
Boy.
And then I'm gonna do Rocky Marciano in there because me and Smoke had that Rocky Marciano debate, so I already studied him as well too. So I'm gonna put it together here shortly. I just got to get the PowerPoints together.
For sure, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's very informative, making me take my game to the next level, and that's what this all about, for real.
Yes, sir. So all right, bye. Man, anything last words, go ahead and tell them where they can find you, man, and close us out strong, man, and it's on you.
Yeah, man, like I said, Ishmael Polygraph 513 Boxing, check me out. The channel is just becoming more and more content. I put a lot of thought into it. I'm trying to really teach with it, talk about this stuff. Like, I like the technical aspect, what's happening in the ring, what we doing. So that's more what you're gonna get from me. But you know, Amps, other than that, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to Zone channel, really restoring the feeling of how this shit really supposed to be. I appreciate you, boss.
All right, man. Be safe, man. Much love to you and your family, man. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow, man. That's my guy right there. So as usual, we ain't gonna hold y'all up. Gonna let y'all get some of this bedtime. We're gonna go on out. Gonna rock all the way out. Congratulations to Teo for the big win. He's lineal. He got some back end issues. He said he gotta get his son, and then he also said that he might retire. And the money ain't enough. $1 million a fight ain't enough. So Lopez is being Lopez again. And on that note,